flag, puts it on the deck. Maluach. He's got a lot of skills.
Keelan Steele starting this game, a guy who's really battled injuries, has redshirted the last 2 years.
Once again, North Carolina. Knipple denied. Right there to clean it up.
Mismatch 4.
Around and out on flag, kept alive by Gillis. Maluach throws it down. Whether you're a mid-major and or an ACC rival, you will never forget coming into Cameron.
Oh, you won't. It was one of the cool things.
You really have to put pressure on him if you can. He's averaging over 4 turnovers, but he is an excellent passer.
Maluach on the offensive glass. Knipple knocked away by Williams, but Knipple finds Maluach.
Comes off driving downhill, loses the ball, and as he's going down, has the presence, the court sense to get it to Maluach.
So many good teams in that league.
Yeah, that's a monster. Boy, Cooper Flagg's made so many plays right in a row.
Defense is going to dig down and make you think as opposed to just instinctually make a play.
James drives it. Up top, Maluach's back on the floor and an easy dunk. 12.3 per game leading scorer for Wofford. Terriers 3 for 15 early. Here's Maluach on the roll and finish from Knipple. 1 for 11 for 3 on one side, 5 for 9 on the other. 15-2 Blue Devil run. James got tripped up into Maluach, and Maluach takes a hit and still finishes.
The Duke guards, which is really any 4 that isn't Maluach, has been able to make the right play, throw over the top. Maluach trusting that if he gets to the right spot, he's going to get the ball. It's been a good performance to start for Maluach.
Gillis, the only Duke player who's played yet to score. 9 of the 10 have a point for Duke. On the roll, Maluach finishes again. Come on, Maluach.
Jon Scheyer and Duke, they're going to have a lot to look at defensively, but they've got to clean up.
Even up 37, Jon Scheyer threw his hands up there. And then Caleb Foster threw the ball up. 5 baskets for Maluach, and they've come from about a combined 2 feet from the rim.
And they did it against Wisconsin as well, which is not easy to do.
Knipple down to Flagg. Maluach the rebound, and he's up strong to get Duke on the board. Good ball movement here by the Blue Devils, and Maluach with a chance for a 3-point play. Who was Duke's leading scorer in their first 2 games this year against Maine and Army. Wow, and a corner 3 for Maluach.
Well, he was 0 for 8 in that game against Kansas and still controlled the game for Duke.
Maluach inside for Proctor with a 2.
Maluach the screen. Proctor up top, and Maluach the finish.
The lob to Maluach and the hammer from the big fella.
What you want to do when you go against Duke in here is you want to try to shorten the possession, shorten the game, shrink the court as much as you can.
Maluach the lob and the finish. Duke's on the board.
Look at that dig by Maluach. That's another tough 2.
Haley, contested mid-range. Here's Knipple. Giant lead. Maluach the finish.
He's like, oh, we probably have some replicas around, and there's probably some in the locker room, and that could be a full-time job being the person that dusts the trophies at Duke.
Final 2.5 minutes of the first half. Duke on top 23-16. That is erased by Maluach. Gillis getting his first time.
Good defense. That's a good year, good start. It's not easy to be a lottery pick. Another nice play. 2 good plays.
By the way, it's his 400th game on staff today, Jon Scheyer. And Duke with him on staff, obviously under Mike Krzyzewski for most of those years. 308 and 91.
They're 6'11", play 7-2.
Yeah.
You know, they're longer and quicker. And, you know, you don't get too many 7'2" guys.
Look where the ball is with under 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Yep. On the drive, this is Tyler Johnson. Had it blocked, Maluach.
And we're happy to oblige as well. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very few things as important about choosing your name.
Oh, boy. Little ankle breaker there, but you got to finish that, right? swatted away.
Situation, Yigatulu, I'd love to see him catch that ball with two hands. Better control.
And at the other end, a beautiful pass. 37-30, 1:30 to go. Flag the alley-oop and a beautiful pass, catch and lay in. Been in a big-time matchup against a top 10 team. Freshman from Turkey, and there's the alley-oop.
They have shown flashes of being able to hang in there. They're still going to be a formidable team in this ACC. As you see, another lob by Knipple to Maluach.
You've got to be close enough to him where a closeout is not necessary.
The coach's son averaging almost 16 a game. The lay-in at the rim.
They're going to see a lot of that when they play Illinois. Illinois loves that bully ball back down.
Davis rejected by Maluach. Flag having an enormous afternoon. Maluach having a pretty good day himself.
Lynn Kidd can make tough shots. He's shown that here already today. Inside Maluach. Changed the game, so when you consider what was the ACC, it's a different standing that you have to look up to.
Maluach, the don't follow. And BC wants to push the tempo. And has it blocked high out of the sky.
And a lot of it has to do with this environment. The best crowd they've had all year. And the guys paying them all for that.
Maluach will slam it down. Nearly lost it. Nearly rolled right out of his hands. Duke with the basketball. Foster trying to cut in. James over the top. And the slam. Maluach getting back on the floor. Flag. Kind of a choppy dribble. Great dish underneath for Maluach and the dunk. And now Duke with their backs up against it here in the first half, trailing 35-24. Flag. Nice dish. Downstairs for the stuff.
Blue Devils in transition. Maluach with the left. Isaiah Evans is a flamethrower. Turnaround by Flag. Maluach, another rebound.
Yeah, if you're just going to dribble in one spot, you're not going to find any openings against this Duke defense because their help side is so good.
Knipple to Maluach.
Able to get around Lampkin's seal with that size and frame he has.
1,001 career points for Lampkin. Congratulations to him. Maluach. Thunderous finish.
You know, he's hurt, but playing for the 76ers is incredible. I mean, it was a social media sensation and star. But like it seems like there's.
There's so many championships to be able to put together that quick.
That's impressive as heck. 7:27 to go first half. Everett Cameron indoor. The inbounds and a slam from Maluach. Our camera guys are too good. Yeah, we're going to find you. Oh, the slam by Maluach.
Pick and roll and recognizing not to drop it off to the 7-footer, Dickie V. Throw it up in the air where only he can go get it. Yeah. And Maluach finishes strong. In my opinion, Brody's another player that doesn't shoot enough. Once again, you're shooting 41% from three. You should be looking to let it go every opportunity you get.
Oh, that's a great pass. And a great slam, Maluach.
And of those 9 shots, Gus, Illinois, probably 5 of those shots were clean looks, not able to make it.
Knipple with the lob to Maluach.
Learned that too by spending time with Kobe, who was relentless with his practice habits.
Outlet pass, Maluach. Great catch.
Proctor wraps it around. And one for Maluach. Marshallonis.
6'6", big, strong.
Oh, just like that. Big, strong.
Knipple down to Flag, back to Knipple, driving, Maluach, he'll finish.
Showing up ready to play, but you notice when they're getting their offense. It's playing quick, maybe not even a pass. They're being aggressive early. Heads up.
Flag, the lob, and Maluach answers. Into traffic over Maluach, Flag gathers. Down the floor goes Flag, lob, Khaman the hammer.
I think
the national discussion.
I think he's right there.
With he and Janai Broom is fascinating too. Foster, Maluach.
Just throw it up there in the vicinity.
14 for Khaman, 6 in the second half. Harris, Maluach says, not here.
And that's one of the areas where you talk about being a great defensive team. You always have that guy, the rim protector behind you.
Proctor, no. Tip, yes for Maluach.
Knipple. A feathery pass. Maluach with a little hook for two.
He felt they were way too tight on the offensive end and just playing more relaxed together.
Angel, and you know this very well, of course, after being on the court for so long. Longer on the possession.
Proctor. Nifty dribble. Can't stick it. Back up again. No. The follow is up and in by Maluach. Looks like Jalen Withers, for North Carolina. Yes. Lighten up as a Charlotte guy. One triple after another. Maluach with the slam.
Gotta imagine they had a hard-fought win yesterday against Virginia.
Oh, Knipple again. To get a shot up, though. 6 to shoot. Never got to the iron. Maluach will take a long one and bury it from 3.
Getting it done on this last possession.
Maluach high post. Proctor with a floating pass for the big guy who slams it down.
His competitiveness. Lob it up. Slam it down. Maluach. Big finish. 31-15 with 8:50 to play in this first half. James. Slam down. A rack attack.
You put so much pressure on the defense there. Just throw it up. Maluach. His size, his length, 7'2".
In the East region. Ball got knocked around, and Duke trying to push it up the floor. They do. The catch and release by Maluach.
The ACC, right?
Love puts his head down, and it's denied by Maluach. Do not go in there.
Having that rim protection, the anchor defensively, a lot of substance. And you're right, it's fit in great.
Nice roll. Look at that.
It's blocked by Maluach. O'Meara didn't have a chance. Nicaragua. 10 points, 6 rebounds. Inside. The smash by Maluach.
Here, a little screen and roll action. Not a great switch, but a fantastic roll. The awareness from Proctor. The weak side not there. I'm not sure I'd go either at 7'2".
Final 4. Nice cheer.
Knipple lob it. Slam by Maluach.
His bench.
Double team on Foster. Flag. Takes a look. Shovels it. Ball fake. Layup. Good for Maluach.
I just want to know who okayed the coloring on them.
Maluach on a setup by Knipple.
Those two teams with the 3 C's.
Can I throw another C in there?
Go ahead.
Cooper. He leaves it for Maluach. Again, Maluach inside. Basar closes. Oh, nice little left-handed jump hook. Pulls it back. Flag on to work. No foul. Maluach. In the Big Ten for Purdue. Inside. Again, Maluach a handful. Cooper flag on the bench. He won't be there long. On Knipple running with Maluach, and what a setup. 2-man game. Knipple and Maluach. Duke is all over Alabama. They can't get a step. Now Sears gets inside. Maluach with the denial. A presence inside.
Well, even though he was out of the lane, he was able to recover because Sears came.
6 boards, 7 assists, which was a season high, and those 3 blocks. And that's a Maluach block that time. And that's going to be Duke ball. It stopped the 12-3. Duke run. And now Proctor looking for Maluach, who delivers one. Knipple, and up top to Maluach, secures it, trying to get himself some room and does. Bama's not going to stop shooting.
You know, but Brian, how big is it taking the momentum in the second half scoring? Duke comes right back.
Duke's lead is 6 with the ball. 4.5 minutes into this second half. Knipple, 11 first half points, and he sets up Maluach. Trying to get the ball to Proctor. Proctor lost the handle, and right into the hands of Maluach.
Blue Devils, under 6 minutes to go first half. Flag, the cutter, Maluach! Big finish and a foul!
By great defense at the other end. The ability here, and what a nice read.